this is my last batch of bok choy. I'm cooking it like spinach just in case it's a little bitter, but I don't think it is now. No. So I forgot to take a picture of the stuffed bell peppers that we had last night with the last of the harvested bok choy. So because I had plenty of the stuffing that I made, and the stuffing was just ground turkey, my tomato sauce that I make also, there's a video on that, and I also added rice. So I added the ground turkey with onions and peppers, you know, the typical seasonings. Actually, not all typical seasonings, but some of the stuff I use you guys won't have anyway. So yeah, I put all that stuff in there. Here that is. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to put the pepper in the oven because I'm having a leftover for lunch today. So I'm going to put a pepper in the oven, and I'm actually going to let that bake down because when I stuff it, I want it to be already mostly. Oh, I also sprayed the. That's why it's sliding around. I sprayed the bottom with olive oil. So because that's so easy to do, I just cored the bell pepper, and normally I would cut this up and put this inside the mix, but I already have leftover mix from last night. So I'm just going to save this to cook with in something else. While the bell pepper is cooking, I'm going to come in later, probably like 20 or 30 minutes, because it takes a long time for it to cook down like it needs to and still be firm enough to stuff it. I'll then stuff it, and I'll put that in the oven for another half hour. And then in the last 10 minutes, then I'll sprinkle it with some cheese and maybe not put some green onions on top. So I will see you when it's time to stuff it. I wanted to have myself some of my yammet juice, but I put it in the freezer this morning so I could have a little bit after Mr. left for work. But I forgot about it and left it in there, so it's all frozen. But that's good. It's gonna be like a orange sherbet sickle slush when it thaws a little bit more. Meanwhile, since I don't have my yammet juice to drink, I'm gonna make myself some tea. And it's not as hot as I thought it was outside, so I might just go ahead and drink it hot. Fresh mint leaves that I just put in the ball that up. Put that in the strainer. Put that on. You can't seal it completely because of the strainer in there. But I just put this on top to aid in the steeping process for a few minutes. Then I take the strainer out, pour the leaves out, and seal the top and sip on my tea. What do you want, baby? Alright, later. So I just took my partially cooked bell pepper out of the oven. Like the bottom with a little of my marinara. I didn't mention that I usually slice the bottom of the bell pepper just to make it even so that it'll support itself sitting upright. Let me put just a little in the actual bell pepper. And I proceed to stuff it with the ground turkey and rice mixture. Maybe I'll even put another splash right there. Yeah, put another splash in there. Just because when I had it last night, I felt like I needed more sauce. And we're going to put this back into the oven for another 20 minutes or so. Sing it, Teddy. War and poverty. I hope they'll listen to you. They won't listen to me. And actually, being that Mr. is not privy to leftovers in general, which is why I'm cool with having this this stuffed bell pepper for lunch today. I can actually freeze the rest of this. This will probably make at least 2, maybe 3 wraps. So I can freeze this, and then Monday or Tuesday, I heat the stuffing up, put it inside a collard leaf, a washed collard leaf, and go to town. Maybe stick a little cilantro in there to add a significant difference in flavor. That'll mixify it a little bit. I like that shit. Me and my nose. Meanwhile, you can see that I have steeped my tea. You can see it got pretty strong. I didn't put too many leaves in it because I wanted to test the strength after a whole season of storage. Because I told you I believed, and I have confirmed now of my own experimentation, that paper bags really do maintain the original nutrient strength and potency of the original leaf. It's not that hot anymore, which is cool. As has been now confirmed by my own experimentation, these are leaves that have been stored since last season, so they've overwintered in this bag, and they have just been hanging up just in the bag. And this is, as you can see, as strong as it ever was. I probably put enough to fill my palm, inner circle of my palm in there, and I squished them up, strained them, and I have my tea. Okay, here we are in the final stages, where I will put a generous sprinkling of cheese across the top. And a few green peppers. We're going to, yeah, it's nice and good. We're going to put this back in for 10 minutes. Oh, this is a cute little thing that I do. I get, these are like $1 million for 50 cents. Okay, the deal's not that good. But what I do is I often I keep them in the cabinet with my plates, and I often put them, use them to heat things up in the microwave, or like I've done here, I've just put my herbs and accessories on it and use it for that, because you get so many. I just get them and I put half of them in the cabinet, and I put the other half with my regular paper plates, because who knows. So yeah, just a helpful hint. Don't go around and put them on the stove like I just did, though, because you'll burn your house down if you turn that mug on. Okay. "10 minutes and we eat." There's an ice chunk in the middle, but it's melted enough for me to find the top. Let's shake that bad boy up. Got one of Mr.'s frat bottles, rather. It's nice and icy. Stick a straw in it and enjoy. I wanna put on my and enjoy. That's how it looks. I don't know why I'm trying this. It's gonna be too hot for me. Ooh. Girl, yes. Okay, bye.